a shotgun anyway.
Bruh. Well, anyways, we are going. Welcome to Game 2 of Game Day 10 of Season 8 of the MCHL. Tonight we have a matchup between the Saskatoon Blues and the Indianapolis Racers. And unfortunately, I have no commentary partner with me, so you're stuck with me for tonight, you beautiful lucky bastards. So I keep getting Pong in my random Discord servers. Anyways, as we look at this matchup between the Indy Racers and Saskatoon Blues, the obvious, let's just say that the Racers have been absolutely terrible all season. Their sole good bright spot has been Robey as their top line forward, as they come into this game with a record of, let me have a look. They come in with a record of 1-6-2. They are currently last place in the standings with a -26 goal differential, and the Saskatoon Blues are 5th in the league at 5-4-0. As they are testing goal detection right now. Okuzo, formerly known as Exonaut, reffing for this game. As the first line for Indy has been set up, let's take a look at the goaltending matchup. It is, for Indy, it is the rookie, the developer, it's Mick. He has been kinda decent. I don't know how he's really performed, but he's been okay. On the other side, we have the veteran, the all-time great Duke. He's having a great comeback season, arguably his best season he's had in the MCHL in his twilight year. He is currently leading the league in save percentage as we are off, as Robillions and Robey are on the first line, and Moose and Tart are the first line on the other side. Is Robey in that corner, fended off well by Moose. Here comes Tart the other way into that corner, broken glass on the board. Tart in the corner, back up to the point. Moose shot, scores! Oh, a roller, and the rookie lets it in. It's 1-0 Saskatoon. I tell you, that was just a screen. As Nick, now known as Nip, is coming out onto the ice, trying to break his dry spell for goal scoring. He has no goals in the last 2 games. As him and Yuppie, as that shot bounces and nearly goes in. As it's him and Yuppie against Jado and Indy. As Nick goes into the bit of broken glass. Nobody noticing that yet, as Jado heads into the corner. This one thrown wide, as this one taken out. Yuppie trying to go down, then he backs off. Indy gets it out. Jado has it taken away by Nick. Nick making a move. Nick fisting. Nick trying to get the shot away, but Indy fends it off. Nick trying to keep control of the puck as Indy gets it out. Now he retains control as it's Yuppie going in, and that one bouncing away. And Yuppie again into that corner. Yuppie has it knocked away. Jado with a chance! Oh my god, he whiffed, and my game just lag spiked. And here comes Nick the other way, and it's Mick. Plays the way as here comes Jado. Duke knocking it away. Nick. Indy fending it off. Yuppie holding the zone. Nick Nick whiffing a bit. Having some trouble handling the puck as Indy, the shot, rebound, scores! The captain, Indy Lukes, makes it a tie game. We're tied at 1 here in Indianapolis. As Tart and Moose confused as to what is going on, and from there turns out to be a little official challenge or something, I don't know. In my opinion, that looked like it was loose. It was at the edge of the web, and then it got jarred out, and now they're just not even going to bother with it. As Robe wins the draw, Moose knocking it back, Tart going the other way with it. Robe gets by Tart, doesn't get by Moose, as Robillions tries to take a shot from the point. And it goes wide, Robe in that corner, Robe moving it up. And Tart taking advantage of a gaff into the web of Itzmick. Moose knocking it back. Robe cutting across. Tart had it eyed up. Moose. And it's Tart taking it back. The Blues retaining possession as Tart gets it by Robillions. Tart in a 1-on-2 down the wing. Tart into the web of Nick. And a draw ends up, and Robe in the corner. He may have an opportunity, second in the league in goal scoring, and he comes up short there. Although I don't know if he's second in the league in goals anymore. Well, he came into the game tonight second in the league in goals, but Durpo with a 4-goal game, that probably changed. As Tarda shot rattles around and wide as Robe blazing by Moose. Robe gets it over the web of Duke. Robe moving in, and it's an own goal! They score, and it's Moose into his own net. They're going to give it to Robe, but it's 2-1 Indianapolis. I don't know, Moose deflecting blame in chat, saying it was a Robe double hit, and unfortunately for the viewers, you're not seeing game chat because my stream, my monitor is super wide, and Yuppie taking it up. They're going to try to tie this game as Saskatoon. I bet they didn't expect to be down in this one. As Jado picks it off, Jado into the boards. Yuppie taking it up. Nick struggling against Indy. Nick into that corner. Nick moving it around Jado. But Indy knocking it away. And Jado down the boards. And my God, so many doors. Shut up. As Nick into the boards. Nick has it knocked away by Indy. And the period is over. The first period ends. And it is 2-1 to the Indianapolis Racers. A shocking period, to say the least. As the first goal was Indy, and the second goal was Robe on the Moose own goal. And Saskatoon, their sole goal came from Moose 30-something seconds into the game as Robe starts up the second period. He's trying to make it a 2-goal game as Moose comes back the other way on the attack. This is a rare sight to see as this one knocked away. And Moose into that corner being aggressive. Scores! Second of the night and we're tied. Moose, he wanted to wash away that mistake as soon as he could as he gets the second of the game. As Jado into the corner. As Yuppie is benched for T-Bleach. As Nick coming in. Nick scores! The captain makes it 3-2 Saskatoon for the defending champs. And Tart, a little bit of trouble there as he finally gains consciousness and gets to the face-off dot as he wins the draw. Robe in that corner trying to tie the game, and Robe shot in the web of Duke. He makes a save. As Tart wins the draw, Robillions knocks it back, and my game lag spikes super hard as Robe working that corner. Robe staying in. Robillions has some trouble. Tart taking it back in. Robillions knocks it away in that corner. As this one taken away. Now Moose gaining control. And Robillions barely getting it away in time. As Moose has a little trouble but fends it off. Robe into that corner. Getting it out again. Saskatoon. Robillions dumping it back in. Moose taking it out. Tart taking advantage of a whiff. Look out. Tart. No. And Moose into that corner. Moose gets it out, but here's Robe with room. Save. And Robillions and Tart nearly had an opportunity. Here comes Robe with some daylight. Loose in front. Save. Robe wins the draw, taken away by Moose. Moose getting it up. Robillions knocking it back in. And here comes Tart, and it just squeaks into the web of Mick. Lucky break there for Indy as Tart had nothing but white ahead of him. As here's Tart trying to get into that corner. Robillions gets it out with a grenade out of the zone as Moose gets it back out. Robillions, Moose, Robillions. Robe breaks the cycle as Robe taking it around, trying to move around, but Moose takes it away. Moose into the corner. Moose trying to do something with it as Robillions gets it out. Robillions on the attack, both him and Robe, as that leaves a big gash at the other side of the ice. Tart scores! A defensive collapse into that corner by Indy leads to a goal question mark as they are going to try to challenge. And I am streaming this time. I swear to God, I am streaming. So you can see the replay on my stream for the refs, whoever the hell is reffing this thing. Ooh, who the hell is reffing again? In my eyes, I don't really know. Goal detection said it was goal. I don't think I had a good enough angle to properly decide. And the change to 1.16.1, many thought it would have cleaned up some of the controversy of goal line tech, but it's only it hasn't worsened, but it hasn't gotten any better. As I fly around the beautiful arena of the Indianapolis Racers, constructed by their captain and general manager and teammate of my only Stanley Cup winning team, Indy Lukes. As we are still awaiting a result of the challenge. And I'm assuming they didn't call it a goal, as Tart nearly got one, and Robe in that corner. Robe moving around. Robe with a chance. Duke knocks it away, and here comes Tart with some daylight. Tart, score! No! Wait a second. That dropped. That dropped as here's Tart again. And Tart and a save. But oh my god, that looks like it dropped to me. I'm just going to put that in chat. Yeah, man. I was calling that a goal. I don't know what other people think about it, but in my eyes it was a goal. As Mick heads to the bench in shame, I guess. There we go. And we get ready for another play as I assume they call it a goal, as it is now 4-2 Saskatoon, as they pull already with 1 minute left in the second period. It's strange as Nick has gotten into the corner, T-Bleach. Robe cherry picking as he has some daylight, saved by Duke. Might have been attacked by Jado, but regardless, it didn't end up in Saskatoon's net as Nick coming along the boards, and as his goalless streak continues, as he knocks away from Robe, he makes a good defensive play as my game freezes up, lags, and Nick gets it into the corner. And Robe picking it off. Oh, he whiffs. But Indy Lukes swings it around. Indy knocking it back out. Nick keeping up the pressure. Nick moving in, eking toward the net, but it's taken away. Indy in that corner takes it out. Robe nowhere to go as he tries to move around. Indy kind of throws a block on it. Jado moving on in. He had a lead pass for Robe, but Duke had sent away as the second period ends. As they are now putting Itzmick back in the net. As it was just kind of an awkward, weird experiment. I don't know what the hell they were trying to do, but regardless, it didn't work. They didn't score a goal. And it remains 4-2 to the Blues as Robe tries to move on in. Tart moving up. Tart into the corner. Tart with a shot. Saved by Mick. As we begin the third period. And the face-off is taken here. Indy Lukes has it picked off by Tart, but it's sent away past Moose. And Indy going back and forth with them now as Tart in that corner. Tart into the web of Mick. We get ready for the next face-off, and Indy has to remove his W5K head as Moose has always been kind of seen as a tight ass about that, as Indy in that corner knocking it out. Moose fires one toward the net, but it's wide, and Indy. Moose in that corner. Tart has it knocked away. Tart trying to spin around with it, retains control somehow as he ends up in the corner. Indy plays it out. Moose knocking it away across, and Indy makes the play. And Tart coming back. And Moose possibly a pass to the point as here comes Robe. Robe down the wing. Robe trying to retain control as Moose knocks it out past. And Moose and Tart coming back now. Moose with a shot. Moving in for the hat trick. Save by Mick. That was nuts. And here's Tart trying to make something happen as Tart moving past. Save by Mick. He got lucky there. That middle web came in clutch for him. As just under 2.5 are left in this third period. As Tart into that corner. Tart moving around. And he gets it sent up, but Moose wasn't there as it's taken back, but now Tart moving it back. Moose picking it off. Moose in that corner wasn't aggressive, and here comes Robe with some room. Fires it wide. Robe trying to get it into that corner. Tart gets it out. Indy retains control. And Tart moving it up. Indy knocking it out. Tart tried getting a shot, but he couldn't. As a shot, oh, that one was loose as Ikuzo admits his mistake. He said, oops, my bad. And that one was loose. And Indy Luke's getting it out. Robe moving up. As this one taken up. Indy Luke's knocking it back. Tart coming up. Tart. Oh! Indy Luke's makes the play and into the web of Mick. As their captain calls for the pull. As It's Mick heads to the bench. As we are in desperation mode for Indy. As Tart wins the face off. Robillions knocks it back. Robillions into that corner. Getting it up. Getting it out. And Tart holding strong as my game lag spikes. And luckily for me, no goal was scored. As Indy, as they continue to hold the fort, 1 minute left. And Robillions, oh, what a P-roller! Oh! And Tart puts it in! Let me check if goal line tech is on. Oh my god, is it on? I don't know if it's on. The redstone lamp isn't on. As oh my god, goal tech isn't on. Yep, lamp's not on. As they're testing tech now. And yep, it works now, apparently. And as it's 5-2 Saskatoon, as this one is basically over. La 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 la. I'm waiting. Blah 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 blah. Just get the game over with. As Yuppie's now coming onto the ice, and Moose on the ice now. What the hell? As Moose now on the ice, and He gets off, and I think Nick is gonna try to get Yuppie a goal. I don't know, Nick on the wrong side of the face-off circle, and Indy kind of uncrouched there, but I think they're just gonna let it fly. And Nick in the corner, Nick getting it out. The only thing on the line now is Duke's stats, as Yuppie gets it up. Yuppie trying to fend it away. Indy putting on pressure as Nick tries to move it in, but he whiffs. Nick puts it in, and it is now a 4-goal game. It's 6-2. Yuppie getting the assist, as I think that's all they want to do for the rest of the game. As the Saskatoon Blues are now on the verge of moving to 6-4 on the season, the Indy Racers are on the verge of moving to 1-7. And I don't want to get into playoff situations and scenarios yet, because I frankly don't know the math on it, but we're getting ready for at Chokington. Now, heads on the ice, a bunch of BHL meme guys at this point, making this game a hell of a lot longer than it needs to be. Yawn! As Robe into that corner, cuts it toward the center of the ice. He scores! It is now 6-3. Saskatoon, as Moose makes another bad play. And this one also apparently ended up in an own goal. And Duke very mad about his stats, as there's now 10 remaining in this one. As Yuppie heads up the boards. No way! Aw, man. As the Saskatoon Blues take the dub here by a score of 6-3. And they move to 6-4-0 on the season. And the Indy Racers on the other side stay losing, as they now move to 1-7-2. Yeah, 1-7-2 on the season now, as this train wreck continues. They stay last in the league. And yeah, I'm not gonna be streaming the next game, so I'm assuming this is the last you're gonna hear of me for tonight. So yeah, to all you out there, have a good one, and stay classy.